Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Pocono Outdoors Guide. We're back here at Beltzville. We're lakeside right now. We'll be mixing things up a little bit today. We're going to be fishing with Josh Taylor, and he's going to show us a couple different fish we can catch when the striper bite's not on. So stay tuned, it's going to be a great show. Today we're fishing with Josh Taylor, and we're going to be doing something a little different than we normally do. Welcome to the show, Josh.
How's it going?
Good. Thanks for inviting us down. Why don't you tell a little bit about what we're going to do today?
So we're going to be looking for some alternative species out here on the lake. Do all different stuff, but today we're looking for carp, which is a very underutilized species out here. They're
Carp,
so strong.
I'm really looking forward to this. So why don't you tell a bit about how we're going to do this?
So it's very different from most of the types of fishing, so we can actually go over this a little bit. It's simple and complicated at the same time. Just using canned corn, so that's simple, but the rigs can be intimidating at first. So we'll go over it, but once you have the basics down, that knowledge of the rigs, anyone can come out here and do this.
That sounds
so
really interesting.
Easy. Yeah,
I can't wait. Especially days like today when the lake's down, you can't get your boat out, or the striper bite's just not on. These are a couple techniques you can use to get yourself on some really good fishing. So we're going to get set up here, and we'll go over some of the basics as we go. Stay tuned. Josh, I see this thing with your rod here. Why don't you tell me what this thing is?
So this is called, this is called a spom. It's a variation on a spod, and it's just a chumming device. All it is, you put whatever you want in here, typically corn, close it up, and you cast it out. And when you cast it, it's very front heavy, so it'll do an arc through the sky and eventually hit the water and pop open and release all of your chum into the water. So it's a great way to attract carp to the area, especially if you keep this up for an extended period of time, say a week. You can have a great fishing haul.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Some of the tools they come out with this,
and you
really
know,
ingenious.
$5. $5. The only downside of these things is most of them ship from China, so it takes a long time to get here.
Okay, but it's well worth the effort.
Definitely worth it, yeah.
Well, that's great, Josh, thanks.
Absolutely. In the money.
Josh, you said you got to keep these real light so they can run, right?
Exactly, yeah. If you keep that tight on this initial run, you're going to lose your rod.
Got it. Well, Josh, you use kind of an interesting rig here for these carp. Why don't you tell us a little about what you're doing and how you rig these up?
Absolutely. So this is what's known as a bolt rig. It's just so that the weight sets the hook for you. And what a lot of people find confusing about this is the way it's rigged up. That's what I'm going to show you. If you have a baiting needle, it'll be very easy, but not everyone has all this specialized gear. So you can actually bend out a fish hook, and that'll work just fine for you. That's what we're going to do here. So be selective with your kernels. Pick large, firm, good kernels, and just impale them on. And you want to load up for however long your hair rig is, which we'll be talking about a little bit later. I'm going with about 5 kernels here. Just sticking through the middle, doing my best not to rip big holes in them, trying to make it a pretty clean job. Just like that. And then what I'm using the barb of the hook and the loop on the hair rig together, just like that. And then I slide all of that corn off the hook onto the hair rig, just like that. I might have used one too many there. Take that one off. And then I'm going to slide one of these dumbbells in that little loop to hold it all in place. Now you can buy these actual carp dumbbells for this, or if you don't have anything, you can just use a twig or anything you can stick in that little loop to hold the corn in place.
That just locks the corn basically from sliding off your hair rig.
Exactly, otherwise it would all just fly off when you casted it. This is the tricky part.
But that really is a very simple rig. You can't get more basic than that.
It's really not complicated. And that's it just there.
Beautiful. So we're ready to go, huh?
Oh yeah, good to go. Good to catch some carp. We're on.
You're on.
We were just talking about how we like the sun to come out a little bit, but guess we didn't need it.
Need me to clear those rods, Trey?
I think it's alright. It feels like a smaller fish. It feels like a smaller fish in the weed. Hopefully I can get him out.
Still look like you got your hands full there.
Yeah, he's definitely in the weeds. I'm just trying to pull him out. If this was a bigger carp, I'd have no chance right now because he went right in the weeds. He feels clear now though.
Is he staying down?
Yeah, I think he's definitely got a bunch of weeds on the line. I honestly think he's still on there, but he's buried. I hope he's still on there.
Oh, here you go.
I don't think he's on there. Oh, he is. Yeah, he is. He's buried. Look at this. Take that hook right out. Just a baby.
That's a nice little fish.
That's what we call a starter fish.
There you go.
But yeah, you can see how their mouth is just perfectly designed for, you know, just sucking along the bottom, looking for corn. He's bleeding a little bit. We're gonna get him right back in the water.
Nice job.
Last look, probably only a pound and a half.
Boy, that didn't take long.
Nope. It's been about 3 hours. We've had a couple bites, one fish so far. I think it's time to re-chum. It's always good to make a habit of this, especially if you're getting bites. And, you know, they're definitely down there eating the chum, so we want to keep them around, so we're going to send out another spot full of corn.
Hey Josh, since we got a break in the action, why don't you talk about the rig we're using today? And you said maybe you can show us how to even tie one?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is known as a hair rig. It's very popular overseas in Europe, and it's really simple. It looks pretty complicated to tie at first look, but it's really not. It just consists of two different knots, a knotless knot and a surgeon's loop. Yeah, thank you for the help. So you start off just doing your surgeon's loop, which is just a regular overhand knot, but you go through the loop twice. This is a little bit hard to do on this heavy mono, but you should be able to see it better. For the record, I wouldn't advocate using line this heavy for the actual application. So there's your knot, your surgeon's loop. I'm just gonna trim the tag here. You have your loop. You want to slide your hook on up. You can see how my line is going through my hook there. It's essential that it goes through just like that. And you slide down till you're right at the surgeon's loop knot. Just like that. Take it, start on the opposite side of the weld, and make 6 to 7 wraps around your hook. Just like this. Pinch it, and then go back up through the eye of the hook. Don't go down this way, make sure you come up. And when you're using this in actual application, you want to make sure you super snug it real tight. And this, of course, is a very big, beefy version of it, but you can see that your corn goes on the loop here, your dumbbell fits in there, and that's it.
That's the hair rig.
That's the hair rig. It's not, I mean, it looks kind of complicated just like that, but when you go step by step, it's real simple.
Well, that's great. Yeah. We appreciate that, Josh.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey Josh, while we're waiting for the next carp to jump on, why don't you tell us about some of the other species you go after?
Sure. I do everything. I really have a passion for big fish, even if it's not something that people traditionally go after, like carp. and catfish. I like to anything that pulls really hard. I really like to catch.
Absolutely.
I've done all sorts of stuff.
Well, I know you're a big striper fisherman like I am,
Yep.
but you caught your share of other species and pretty big ones too.
Yeah, been pretty good.
Why don't you tell me about them?
Probably the catches that I'm most proud of out of this lake. My best channel cat from here was a hair under 20 pounds. Biggest striper was about the same, and my biggest carp didn't get a weight on it because I wanted to get a good release, but it was around the 25-pound mark. All fish close to 40 inches long. Like
That's
big
awesome.
fish. Yeah.
Nothing like big game fish.
Oh, it's the best.
It is. Well, thank you. Let's see if we can get one of these on board. And,
Oh, yeah.
Get one of these up on the bank here. Just so you know what we're doing, Josh just sent out some more chum out there with his, what's it, a spod?
Yep.
A spod. And right after he did that, we're starting to get some real good hits on this line here. We don't want to hit him too early, let him sit or get that thing in his mouth before we set the hook. So hopefully we get some more action here in a little bit.
That's still going. Holy moly. I've caught fish with that.
Okay, well, Josh, I want to thank you for a great day out in the
Absolutely.
water. It was really educational for me. I've never tried to fish carp before, and you got some really great techniques here
Thank
I want
you.
to take and definitely use again.
Yeah.
I know we only got that one fish this morning, but it's been a tough morning. Rain, windy, cold this morning, and beautiful sunshine this afternoon. So it turned out to be a great day.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to thank you again. I hope to get you out here again.
Oh, certainly.
Catch a few more fish.
We're going to catch one like this.
Absolutely. Thanks. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for tuning in.
See ya.